Good evening. Cindy Russell here with Spotlight on Souris for November 16th. I am here with Sheila Hollyoake, who is the president of the Souris Health Auxilary. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you.
What is the mission of the Souris Auxilary?
The mission of the Auxiliary is to add to the comfort and well-being of the Souris Health Center patients and the personal care home residents. And we also try to promote health education in the community.
So what are some of the community contributions that the Auxiliary has made?
Okay, we deliver Meals on Wheels.
Okay.
At Christmas time, we make cards for the residents of the personal care home and whoever is a patient in the hospital. Mm-hmm. We do the birthday parties for the personal care home, which is really a lot of fun. We don't do them every month, but we take our turn. And we did a Halloween one past, and the girls dressed up in Halloween costumes, and the residents just absolutely loved it.
Oh, they would love that, yeah.
Yeah, and in the past, we used to do the blood donor clinics, mm-hmm. but then they pulled out of the rural communities, right. And they're all in Brandon. And as well, we give a donation, I guess a scholarship, if you want to call it that, mm-hmm. to any Souris grad that is entering into a healthcare field.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so they have a chance to
just something to put towards their schooling.
It's not a lot, but
anything helps.
Anything helps. Yeah, right. That's right.
So what donations have you been able to make to the health center itself?
We have donated over the past 20 years because the Auxiliary is that old already. Wow. Not that I've been there that long, but anyway, the 12 bedside tables, a warmer, that's to warm the bedding, when you come in
those are
from Emerge.
Awesome to
phlebotomy cart for the lab. We've electronic baby scales, mm-hmm. weigh scales, thermometers, and of course that big donation we made of the portable ultrasound unit. Mm-hmm. And the doctors have told us that the ultrasound unit, they have used it almost every day.
Really?
Which for us is just absolutely
it makes
phenomenal.
It worth what you
makes
do,
it worthwhile because it took us a couple of years to raise the money
I
for
bet,
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so that was really
healthcare
good.
stuff doesn't seem to be cheap. Like
it's not.
It has to be a certain
quality, and we also have to work with the doctors, the health center, Prairie Mountain Health. Mm-hmm. So we have to liaison with all these people mm-hmm. to get things that they need.
Yeah. So where do you get your funding from?
Well, most of our funding comes from Donors' Choice, of course, mm-hmm. which everybody donates to. We have fundraisers. We had a meat draw at the Legion one time. We do our strawberry dessert day. That's where we donate. It's
one of my favorites.
That's why we sell our strawberry desserts to everybody in town. And then we also, do smaller fundraisers. We've applied for grants, but so far have been very unsuccessful getting grants. I don't know whether the powers that be feel that it just isn't something that they're interested in. But now we're doing these door swags.
Oh.
And for the holiday season.
Beautiful.
So this is a sample of the door swag. Mm-hmm. And it's of natural greenery. And then we're fixing them all up. So the volunteers are getting together, mm-hmm. and we're putting these together. We're not professionals by any means.
It's lovely.
But if they're outside, they're not going to deteriorate.
No.
Because they're in the cold.
Yeah.
And we're charging $25 mm-hmm. a piece, and all the money raised will go towards the telemetry heart monitor. This is our new project.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Well, the patients who have experienced a cardiac arrest or mm-hmm. cardiac symptoms, go to the hospital, they're a patient there, they're hooked up to electrodes and all the rest to a heart machine. And the telemetry heart monitor can monitor more than one patient at a time.
Oh.
And this heart monitor will sit on the nursing station, and so whatever staff is on, they can see right away if somebody's in trouble, and they can act immediately, and then that person will not get into worse trouble.
Right.
We don't know for sure how many people would be able to be monitored at one time. It just depends on which model the doctors pick, and that the Prairie Mountain Health says is suitable for our particular hospital and the nursing station. So it's really quite exciting, and by having this kind of equipment, the telemetry heart monitor, the portable ultrasound, it really boosts the Souris Health Center, so that it's a cut above to attract doctors, to make sure that our hospital is viable, and that's all part of
and just help the patients like at that moment, opposed to waiting for them to hopefully grab the call bell and
but
call in.
This is it. The heart monitor can see that immediately, and somebody can go and help the patient before it does become to the point where they can't call for help. So it works really good, and we're taking pre-orders for these till November the 21st. That's when we're going to start putting them together. And people can contact me at 483-3010 or my cell, which is 720-1313, and place their order, and we'll make sure we get them to them.
That's awesome. Now, I don't know why anybody wouldn't want swag, but say someone would just like to make a donation, they can just do that anytime.
They can just make a donation at any time, and we're a licensed charity, so they can make a donation. If they don't want a swag, they can just
I don't know why you wouldn't want swag.
They can send us some money,
Yeah.
and they can send it to Box 303.
Box 303 here in Souris.
Yeah.
Perfect. And you said, sorry, just to recap, these are $25.
$25, yeah.
And we'll just hold that up one more time. It's gorgeous. And that can be hung outside. It can probably go inside too. Just might need a little water if it's inside, but.
Yeah, there was a few people have asked for artificial. So if somebody does want an artificial one inside, maybe because they are in an apartment or something, then we would do that as well.
Too.
And we have lights on them, and making sure
it's gorgeous.
That everybody can have them, and we'll be making 21st, and then depending on how many orders we get, then we'll make more after that. But we plan to have them all in place by the end of November.
That's great. Anything else you need to add about Auxilary?
Our organization is like a lot of them.
Yeah.
We're always trying to attract new members. I'm probably one of the youngest in our organization, which doesn't say a lot. We have 15 active members, retired teachers, retired nurses. That's a big part of is retired nurses who wanted to still contribute something back to the healthcare, and just homemakers and other people that are interested in making a difference. We meet once a month from September to June. And anybody that would like to join us, they're more than welcome.
More than welcome. And possibly if they couldn't make the meetings for whatever reason, they could still, if they wanted to come donate time to just have fun making these things that you do for your fundraisers, you'd be more than happy to take anybody
to have anybody come and just hear us. We love to talk and chat, and we usually get together for a lunch once a year, and we're a fun group of ladies, but like I say, I'm just about one of the youngest.
Well, that means you're all young. You're all young
They're
at heart,
all young
right?
at heart. They're all
Yeah.
young at heart. Yeah.
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 And a good heart with what you guys are doing. Like,
Yeah, we're hoping that we'll have the monies in place for the heart monitor by this year.
and I don't know if I'm allowed to even ask this, or if you're allowed to tell, like, what is kind of the price range? Like, what are you needing to
they're
raise?
around $120,000.
Wow. So,
But
you're getting there if you're
Yes, we
optimistic
are.
of the end of the year. That's
we
awesome.
are. We had a donation from a interested person
Mhm.
who wanted to remain anonymous, and that started us off
Well,
with a really good start on this.
yes. Well, thank you, anonymous person. That is
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming and
Thank you
sharing
so
your
much.
swag and what's going on with the Souris Health Auxiliary.
Thank you so much, Cindy.
And thank you, everybody. Have a great evening.